hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Saul. His brilliant technical ability and eye of the needle passing can make a big difference to this team. He's got a wonderful engine too, and seems to always get himself involved in the thick of the action at both ends of the pitch.
Okay, interesting. So it's away we go then. Cattell. Forward it goes. Lucas Ocampos needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run.
He's gone for it! Goal! Sevilla! Well, it was a hefty deflection, but he's claiming it. Sevilla have an early lead. Good start. Marquinhos. Hakimi. Saul did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Marcao Teixeira. Lucas Ocampos. Marcao Teixeira. To get it forward quickly. That's a decent ball. Receives it from behind. Here comes the corner. They've played it short. Looking to go deep. Gets up to hit it! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases the chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Bruno Fernandes spreads it towards the left. Oh, shooting chance! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
No, he didn't quite meet it right. And it's Ocampos. Tries to dink it in. Knocked down by a lack of accuracy. Saul. Skriniar. And it's it's played forward. Done very well to intervene. Cristiano Ronaldo! It's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
I doubt he'll score too many, which come easier than that, Peter, but just look at his movement. He knew instinctively that the keeper would struggle to hold on to it.
Paris Saint-Germain grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, if anyone in this stadium thinks they haven't got value for money, I give up.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cattell. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. So midway through the first half, and it is a tight old tie. Lucas Ocampos gets it back. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Tries lifting it over. Going through. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Marquinhos. Hakimi. Bruno Fernandes. Lucas Ocampos. Set up one goal so far. Marcao Teixeira. Cattell. Gets it upfield. Marquinhos positions himself well and cuts it out. Gets it over to the other flank. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Marquinhos. Marquinhos drives it forward. Cattell tries to switch the play. The referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a very watchable game so far, action at both ends and the team's level. It's the first half compared with your expectation.
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
It's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And the game has already resumed here. And it's Ocampos. He's got away. Hoists it forward. And the finish! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
And it's played forward. Hakimi. Goodell does well to read it and intercepts. Who's ball? Who's going to get that? It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that's amazing! A stellar strike from the skipper! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
Paris Saint-Germain take the lead.
Surprise, surprise, he just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that.
Marcao Teixeira. Forward it goes. And the counter is on. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Ocampos. Forward. What does he try from here? Now a chance to break. Chance! Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. And the header! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Cristiano Ronaldo is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
And it's been given away. Shoots! Oh, that's a fine save!
Iheanacho sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Goodell with the short one. What a throw in. Paris Saint-Germain are making a change now. Ronaldo, who got amongst the goals, is being taken off now.
Yeah, he'll get a good ovation for his contribution. I'm not so sure why he's leaving us, though. There's no obvious sign of injury or fatigue.
Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, well played, he saw that coming. And here's Suso. Suso plays it out to the flank. Referee has just said play on. Skriniar tries a... That's surely a foul. Free kick. Keeper's got good distance on that. Goodell does well there, alert.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Has a hit! He's going after it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Paris Saint-Germain are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Saul. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Iheanacho goes for goal! It's a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
And he heaves it forward. That's a throw.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Oh, real danger here. Sevilla have a free kick. Saul. Well, the ball's come loose and the... Suzo! Oh, that was no routine save.
Oh, that's a...
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Iheanacho. It is now or never. Time is against them. Iheanacho is onto it and can take it up. And that will be the final act. A game chock full of moments and talking points. It could have gone either way, but chose in the end to share its spoils. It ends in a highly entertaining draw. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Hello, welcome one and all. Great to have you on board for our continued coverage of these group stages, and it is safe to say that we're now entering the race for the finish line. It becomes about guaranteeing a place in the knockout stage, and indeed for some, at the top end of the group, finding out who will finish in pole position and who their potential opponents may be. You do sense inevitably a much greater sense of urgency from those both on the pitch and in the stands, because the margins are becoming tight. Stadio Olimpico, a venue that has an old-school feel about it. Paris Saint-Germain have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Saul. His brilliant technical ability and eye of the needle passing can make a big difference to this team. He's got a wonderful engine too, and seems to always get himself involved in the thick of the action at both ends of the pitch.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Has a goal! And a second time!
Well, they won't be deterred from trying again, Peter. They have the bit between their teeth now.
He hits it! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Through ball, it's one! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. They really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Paris Saint-Germain are ahead, 1 goal to the good. Paris Saint-Germain making the ideal start. It is something to build on.
Well, they've managed to get their noses in front early because they've been much quicker out of the stalls. They've set a high tempo and intensity.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Ocampos. It's Lucas Ocampos! Hoists it forward. It's got through to him. Going for goal! No mistake! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
Paris Saint-Germain are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heavily.
Saint-Germain have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Paris Saint-Germain keep up this trend of scoring at this sort of time in the first half. Kimpembe positions himself well and cuts it out. Paris Saint-Germain get it back again. Tries to dink it in. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Great leap! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Saul. Chance to shoot. Lucas Ocampos. Saul battles to win it back. Decent looking ball. And he just whacks it away.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play.
That's surely a foul. Free kick. Brings it forward. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. He's had a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
It's offside. Yes, it is. Bruno Fernandes looks to thread it through. Defence has got rid of that. And it's Ocampos. Across the field it goes. Tries a shot! Missed by a fraction. Skriniar cuts it out. Bruno Fernandes. He'll hit it!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Whistle. So your views on the first half?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
Paris Saint-Germain ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And we are already promptly back underway. And the shot! He's got away with one there.
That was great pressure to force the initial error, Peter. It's the perfect example as to why this is a favourite tactic of a lot of teams these days.
Lucas Ocampos. Cadell. Sousa. And it's played forward. Bruno shoots! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Cut out in the nick of time. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Oh, shooting chance!
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
And here's Suso. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Sevilla have a free kick. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, his instinct and the timing of his runs have proven fruitful, but they have to give him a harder time like that.
It's a brilliant interception. It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Time for a change in personnel. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
That was mighty close. No way through there. Kimpembe, Hakimi, and it's Iheanacho. Kimpembe drives it forward. Dembele needed to come up with a better ball.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Cadell. It's a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Lucas Ocampos. And here's Iheanacho. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Looking to get within range. Goes for goal! Cristiano Ronaldo. Lee Kang-in. He's made sure that that won't get through. Lee Kang in, chance to chance! And it's there! And surely that settles it!
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
There's going to be another change here.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Suso making use of the space out wide. Plenty waiting in the middle. Now it's Suso. Shoots! No, not quite. Sevilla making another change here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Cattell tries to switch the play. Lee Kang in, and here's Cristiano Ronaldo, and he's there to cut it out. Needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Well, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Paris Saint-Germain are down to 10 men. A hit! That tested the keeper. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Paris Saint-Germain are class apart. Opponents torn apart. They are comprehensive winners. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain were very impressive here, Peter. The backbone of this team is so strong.
Well, hello and welcome everybody to our coverage of a very special game in French football, indeed European football more broadly. It is, of course, Le Classique, the term which is applied to a game between Paris Saint-Germain and Marseille. Capital against province, north against south, the financial epicentre against what has traditionally at least been a working-class city, and now their citizens have a new channel through which to express their divisions. The history lesson's over for now then. This is about the here and now. It is about sport. It is PSG and Olympique Marseille. The stadium has that feel of a genuine Colosseum that could only be Rome. So here we go then, with two clubs who have had such a large share of success in French football in the recent past, but whose roots could barely be any more different.
Well, two teams that are a lot further away than normal derbies, shall we say, but it's one of these games that you know will get fiery no matter what happens, as there are so many underlying factors, Peter, as to how this rivalry came into prominence. It's almost impossible not to when there's a political and economic edge to it all.
And we're underway. Paris Saint-Germain, the most prolific team in the league this season. Lee Kang in! Lee Kang in! Had everyone off their seats.
That's just plain unlucky. There were many, me included, who thought that was going in.
That's great strength on the ball. Hakimi. I'll tell you what, there's been a lot of inflammatory talk leading up to this. There so often is, and it just stokes it further, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's certainly catered to the entertainment element to all of this, and the unpredictability that we're facing.
There too. Højbjerg. Pinged one through here. Good take, and he's had a look. This could fall anywhere. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Kondogbia gets it out to the wing.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
It's a good foot in there.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. They've just joined us, well, they've missed no goals. He could be in here. Kondogbia gets it back. A heavy challenge. Decent looking ball. Well played, he saw that coming. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Dembele has been included in the starting 11 for the first time in some weeks. Højbjerg has been linked with so many clubs, hasn't he? Would you say, Jim, there's any truth in the rumours?
I think so. He's a man very much in demand, and not just from any interested party. The big boys will be dipping into their very large pockets to try and prize this fellow away.
Kondogbia plays it forward.
That's a case of crossing in hope, and unless they provide some more options, it'll be more miss than hit.
Lee Kang-in has got himself a free kick. There could be trouble here. For now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Højbjerg needs to get it forward quickly. He's made sure that that won't get through. Going through. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Hakimi. It's the through ball. Very well to intervene. Højbjerg. Gets his foot in there. And it's fair too. It's come loose. And we hit half-time, so both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So your views on the first half?
Paris Saint-Germain may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full and it should spur them on.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Paris Saint-Germain playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half, despite the scoreline.
Oh, shooting chance! Mbemba. Jeffrey Kondogbia. Mbemba. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Cuts it out. There too. He's found his man. He's all has a goal! Could fall kindly. Goal!
Well, this guy is just not your average footballer. Alert and sharp. And while one or two others were still digesting the manager's half-time team talk, he's already delivering another lead. What a good player.
Dembele is quick to move in. The keeper's handling wasn't great.
That's just top-notch, showing exactly why he follows it up every time. Keeper struggles to hold on to it, ball breaks kindly. He's always about.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Greenwood coming on. Can he continue his terrific scoring impact on the competition? Paris Saint-Germain have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it?
Oh, look, this is just what the fans wanted, and now that they're celebrating the opener, I think they'll want to see their team make all the running from here.
Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. There too. And the finish! Try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Skriniar battles to win it back. Well weighted. Good challenge. He just stood. Speculative strike. And that is a routine catch.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
Forward it goes. He's through the middle.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to, and they've been caught out here. Gets the better of, hits one! And he heaves it forward. Just brushed off the ball there. Kimpembe. That's a foul, no two ways about it. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Needed a better pass there. Quick glance at goal.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Hakimi, let down by a lack of accuracy.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
It's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Marseille are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Loose ball, who's going to get there?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Has a pop! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Time for a change in personnel.
You know, he can't really have any complaints at being withdrawn. There must have been at least 5 efforts at goal that were underwhelming.
It is now or never. Time is against them.
Marseille need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Gets it upfield. Højbjerg with the crossfield ball. It's Vertu. Marseille desperately need a goal, and this could well be their last chance. Hoists it forward. Oh, that is asking for trouble. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! No, that wasn't kidding anyone. And there goes the final whistle. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal. Well, how will we look back on that?
Paris Saint-Germain made their intentions clear that nothing else but a win would do. These games are always tough, you know, it's not always...
Paris Saint-Germain emerging for this crucial group game here. The tournament still in its relative infancy, but it is already developing into quite a spectacle, and that, of course, is what you expect from this, the greatest of all the tournaments. It has been terrific stuff so far, so let us hope that the trend continues here. The stadium has that feel of a genuine Colosseum. It could only be Rome. Seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Toby Alderweireld. He's rock solid at the back, Peter, with all the physical and technical attributes you'd look for in a centre-half. What's more, he can really pick out a pass too. He loves a diagonal, so opposition defences just can't switch off.
Well, quite no argument for me on that one. Chance to break. Well, that's where he wants it. Well positioned to make that interception. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. And it's played forward. And the through ball is intercepted. Looks to bypass the midfield. Marquinhos. Out to the right. Played back in. He's in! Bruno Fernandes! Oh, that was no routine save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Janssen looking to penetrate opposition lines. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Oliveira gets into the right position to intercept. Neither side yet able to find the net. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
Could be a chance here. Paris Saint-Germain have it back and they can go again. Bruno Fernandes hoists it forward. It's a brilliant interception. And he heaves it forward. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Needed a better pass there. Kimpembe. Marquinhos. To locate someone up front. Janssen needed to come up with a better ball.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. It long. Look at the defender bombing forward. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. It's a throw. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Kimpembe. Hakimi. That's not going to make it. He's had a shot! Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Paris Saint-Germain got as close can be, right on the whistle. And it was not to be. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Already up and running for the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Shade too heavy, keeper can pick that up. Forward it goes. Oh, good interception. Kimpembe plays it forward. Antwerp can make their change now with a break in play. Alderweireld.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Keeper sends it forward. Going for goal! And the follow-up. They've scored! Well, it was a hefty deflection, but he's claiming it. Antwerp take the lead, 1-0.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
And a header! Just couldn't turn it in.
Antwerp can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
So here comes the substitution. Tries to get it forward quickly. They've won a corner. Antwerp with another corner. Massive leap! Try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Hakimi. Sergio, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Back into the middle. The defence can get it clear. And this has gone, presumably for offside.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
Alderweireld. Forward it goes. He's made sure that that won't get through. Bruno Fernandes. He goes long. Alderweireld plays it forward.
Paris Saint-Germain are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
It's got through to him.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Played back in.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
cuts it out. Goes direct to the front line. Cut out in the nick of time. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Paris Saint-Germain have a simple task to find something.
And they've been cornered. Shapes to shoot! He has done it! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. And it has to be said, an absolute gift. Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
All square again into the dying minutes. Good idea, just poorly executed. Hoists it forward. Gets away from his opponent. He's gone for it! There will be 4 extra minutes. Well intercepted, really alert to the danger. That's been drilled forward. And that's that. Passion and panache and perseverance, and in the end parity. A really good game to watch. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain must have viewed this game as very winnable, but will no doubt have a
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Keylor Navas. He could make all the difference because he's such an excellent shot stopper. It's not just a matter of reflexes, though. It's the way he spreads his body in front.
And shoots! Marvellous goal!
What a start! And what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
Borussia Dortmund take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
He's had a shot! And he's found the net! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a needle the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Paris Saint-Germain grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Forward it goes. Going through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Foot in. Skriniar plays it forward. Now hits one! Ball's loose, and he's after it. And that's been won straight back. Bruno Fernandes drives it forward. Face to face with the big chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come good yet again. Never the one to let you down in these situations.
Marquinhos. And back to base. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He's had a look, tries a shot! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Hummels attempts a clearance. He's got options out wide. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Needed a better pass there. Good ball. Oh, shooting chance! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
And he's there to clear it. And it's played forward. Back to the keeper and go again. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Keylor Navas deals with it effortlessly. He's got through, and he's shot at goal! He's scored! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserved to.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about. That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
There's a long ball. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Paris Saint-Germain are leading with half-time drawing close. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Just brushed off the ball there. found his man, goes for goal, and it's there! Hot knife through butter, they have done it again!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. They really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
Paris Saint-Germain blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Chan. Short, and the finish! Oh, extraordinary.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Schüller. Hummels goes looking. Battles to win it back. And it's half-time here.
Paris Saint-Germain have been simply outstanding in the first half for me, and I think the scoreline is a very fair reflection. Their boss, being the perfectionist he is, won't be happy that they haven't kept a clean sheet, but yeah, it looks like they're going to get the job done.
Paris Saint-Germain lead by 3 in a game all about goals. It's so easy on the eye and promises more of the same after the break. And the game has already resumed here. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right.
Has a goal! That is a class save. He had to be at his best.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Cristiano Ronaldo is an obvious threat from set pieces.
Up to meet it! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Chan tries to get it forward quickly. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Hoists it forward. Bruno Fernandes. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Could move up a gear here. Cristiano Ronaldo. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Dinks one in. He could be in here. Schüller, very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full-contact contest. Little doubt, that is a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it.
Sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. That's a pop! And the ball's come loose. Gross. Had a shot. Oh, that's a waste.
Borussia Dortmund are really feeling the strain now. Impatience has taken charge.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Cristiano Ronaldo really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Bruno Fernandes At his creative best, he's set up 2 goals. Defence has got rid of that.
A heavy challenge.
I have to say that's surely a foul. Free kick.
And he is going into that little black book.
Chan. Mats Hummels. Hakimi gets it back. The referee's awarded a free kick. He's gone for it! It's a goal! So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? It's a brilliant interception. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Dembele, header! And that would have won it.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
Time for a change in personnel.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Gross. He's got through. The accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Borussia Dortmund just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
Let down by a lack of accuracy. Skriniar. Borussia Dortmund really are defending from the front.
They are, and this type of pressing is a case of counter-attacking a counter-attack. It's high up.
He's had a goal! Oh, that is rather wayward. Marquinhos battles to win it back. It's come loose. Bruno Fernandes. That had to be more accurate. Nemecha. Chan. Lee Kang-in. Has he picked him out? Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Gets up to head it! And out to safety. Lee Kang-in. Shoots! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And with that, the final whistle. Paris Saint-Germain did it the hard way, a testament to their great powers of recovery. They have defied the odds. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Look, this is a team that doesn't look as if it's daunted away from home. They were organised and determined, and they can surprise again if that standard is maintained.
Well, whatever time of day or night it is with you, welcome along to a game which is threatened, I have to tell you, by a rather forbidding weather forecast. The expectation is for quite heavy rain as the game grows older this evening. It hasn't arrived just yet, but it will do shortly. Glad to report, though, that that hasn't affected the crowd, who are here in good number and indeed in good voice. And the game will be underway very soon. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. Lens have gone with a 3-4-3 formation by the looks of it, Jim.
Yeah, I'm a fan of this shape, Peter. Managers that set up this way are willing to back their players to execute what is an aggressive attacking intent. Goals are very much in mind, while you hope to keep outscoring the opposition, knowing you're probably bound to let a few in. But essentially, this is real front foot football and can be very exciting.
They've got underway here pretty promptly. So in 90 minutes, we will be at exactly the halfway point of this season. Well, we've reached the halfway point of the season, and remarkably, this perfect streak is still going. It is the time when everyone starts to talk about winter transfers, but do you think a team like this really needs to bring someone in?
Listen, not for me. This team doesn't need tampering with just yet. How can you want to change such a tremendous achievement? But I admit there's always room for a fresh face, a new influence. You've always got to have one eye on the future, I suppose.
Up towards the front line.
That's just very well played. He can hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Marquinhos moves it over to the other flank. Lens seem happy to let their strikers roam out wide.
I wouldn't want that.
Right? Well, my worry is that their main threat is being shifted out of contention.
Oh, good interception. Paris Saint-Germain are the league's top scorers, formidable in front of goal. Gorgeous control there. Big chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come good yet again. Never the one to let you down in these situations.
And that is not finding anyone. Across the field it goes. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Goes for the cross. It is quite a run he's making here. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Cuts it out. Knocks it away. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Played out to the right. It's a decent ball. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Clears it out of harm's way. Into the box. Bruno Fernandes. Plays it out to the wing. Chance! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Forward it goes. Well, that's where he wants it. Bruno Fernandes. Going for goal! And it's played forward. Bruno Fernandes. Has a hit!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
And we've reached half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Paris Saint-Germain, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. That's the start of another 45 minutes. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. to get it forward quickly. Skriniar is there, and he can get that clear. Bruno Fernandes. Looking for a decent ball in. Keeps everyone guessing. Pumps it into the area. And now the breakaway. Oh, good ball. Just brushed off the ball there. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire.
Shot a goal! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
He's got the ball glued to his feet.
Lens showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Goes for goal! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Hoists it forward. Plays it out to the flank. Bruno Fernandes. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Gets away from his opponents. Knocks it away. Lobs it in gently. He's gone for it! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
So here comes the substitution. Marquinhos. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
And that's sprayed out wide. Oh, great defending, that needed doing.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Hits one! Oh, and that should have been two.
Yeah, he knew only too well that to concede then would have been tough to recover from. That could prove a big moment in this game.
Repelled by the keeper.
Paris Saint-Germain are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Chance to break. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Skriniar. Paris Saint-Germain just have to run down the clock.
Paris Saint-Germain probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Breaks on here. Out to the right. There's the ball in. Cleared away. And that will be the final act. Paris Saint-Germain, hold on. It's a narrow squeak, bit of luck, some judgment. 1-0 the score at the final whistle. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, to me, this is a result, Peter, that says an awful lot more than the scoreline suggests. You know, after the goal, the team just settled down and looked surprisingly comfortable and didn't really need to work too hard.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.